Welcome to Real Talk with Garrett and Laura. Today we're talking about investment property when you're buying real estate.
We're going to strategize with you on what type of place is right for your goals, how to get a good deal, and how to optimize your profit.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Okay, so first things first, all real estate is an investment property, and some real estate is a really great place to live.
Yeah, that's right. It just depends on what you're buying and what your plans are for it down the road.
Yes, for a rental property, you'll want to know if your strategy is a long-term buy and hold or a fix and flip. And that'll determine whether you want to buy a multifamily unit, a single family home, or a condo. And those are all different zoning types. Condo rentals are tricky. We've talked about them before, but you just really have to study the HOA, the reserves, the rental cap, just to know if that's going to be the right thing for you. But condos are a really good entry point into the investment property market.
Yeah. And for me, I own a multifamily triplex down in Beaverton, Oregon, and then the single family rental in South Seattle. So it was kind of the long-term buy and hold versus a fix and then rent out. So I bought the long-term buy and hold strategy for the triplex in Beaverton that is low price, a good rent area, but then also too kind of a low appreciation area. And I knew that going in, had I bought something more expensive in Portland that was a nicer or an up and coming neighborhood, maybe the value would have gone up more, but I wouldn't have gotten the rents that I did. And then on my South Seattle house, that one I've fixed up and I'm renting out, and it was more of an appreciation play. So the rent on that one's actually a little less than my mortgage, but I'm banking on the value of the house going up. And so that's what still makes it a good investment for me, or still makes sense as a rental, because the gap that I'm losing each month still is better than the chance of selling it now and then losing out on appreciation down the road. So then, Laura, in terms of how to find a good deal, when you and your husband bought your house, even though you guys plan to live there for a long time, what were the attributes about it that made it a good deal for you guys?
So our house, we did plan to live here for a long time. We do plan to live here for a long time. But for us, what made it such a good deal for us and a better long-term investment is the opportunity that we had with our basement. There was a separate entrance. And so we had a chance to make it a rental unit, which we've done a little bit. We're using it now because I need a home office, but that was a great way to offset our mortgage for a while. And then also, this is unique to us. So when you're looking at property, always think about the things that are a value add for you personally that might not be for other people, but it will make it a worthwhile investment. We have a huge storage area in our basement, and my husband likes to cut hair. And so he built a barbershop in half of our basement. And that's just a value for us that, other people might not see, but it's awesome because now we had a potential unit, a place for his creativity. And that was a big value add for us when we thought about our house as an investment.
Totally. And I remember, going out and looking with you guys, thinking it was such a great idea, because the homes that were on the market, all, these unfinished basements or whatnot, people that were just using them for storage, you guys already had a plan for. And then of course that basement rental unit that is now a home office, when we didn't know that you were going to need the home office, that could have been a good rental to offset the mortgage. So you guys saw the value add potential in a home with a basement that had the separate entrance. And everything like that. So you could also try to do an off-market deal to negotiate, the price on the front end, which we'll talk about in next week's episode. But the places that Laura and I have purchased have all been on the MLS, just like most everyone else would. Finding them through Zillow or Redfin that are for sale from another realtor, but we still found value add in them and made it a good investment for us.
Yep. We are familiar with both sides of this process. We are home buyers and we are also realtors. So we know what it's like on every side of this deal.
Totally. And now too, it's also, we'll tell people it's about optimizing your profit, not necessarily maximizing your profit. So when you do get around to, okay, great, now you've bought the place, you're either going to rent it out, there may be some fixing up to do. We always recommend to people, don't do everything to maximize your profit. That could be way high on the cost of the renovation time, or could take forever on the remodel. Do what it takes to optimize your profit.
Yeah. So the lag time from overpricing a rental and having it sit vacant at the start of the next month, until the start of the next month, will hurt you compared to lowering the cost, couple hundred bucks, um, so that you get a tenant in there right when you need it.
Hmm. Hmm. And the key here is, we say don't trip over a quarter to pick up a nickel, in the sense of, you if you want to get your way with the high price, well, it could be better to reduce it a couple $100 and then get that right move-in date. That way, you end up with more money down the road, so it's not sitting empty. But
Yeah.
those are all little things that we can help coach on when it's like, great, now you've bought the place, now what you want to do with it. Those are all things that we can help with optimizing you for.
Mhm. Well, and like Garrett was saying, that goes with construction too. If you're doing
Mhm.
a fix and flip, like you don't want to sit on and pay your mortgage for an extra month. So make sure that when you're remodeling a rental, those repairs, they could cost you another couple weeks of mortgage payment. So just make sure that you are, using your time the best way you
Right,
can.
and that's maybe from having the contractors not lined up correctly, or who knows what. There are hiccups that happen in the course of a remodel, but those are all things that we can help with and plan for. And we love that about investment property and about real estate, and so it's a great way that we want to help other people as well. Well, thank you guys so much. This is, investment property is something that we're really passionate about and want to help you guys on, because it's been good, for us individually, and that's part of why we like our job. So that's all we have for this week.
Wait, I'm also passionate about other people buying investment properties as vacation homes and renting them as Airbnbs so I can go to them. So please let me know if you're interested in buying like a Hawaiian investment property that you're going to rent out. I'm super into it. So that's
Yes,
great.
yeah, that would be great too. So see you guys next time.
Bye.